Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when we post new videos like this one. Today, we're drinking Evan Williams Single Barrel. Heaven Williams Single Barrel is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon from the Heaven Hill Distillery in Louisville, Kentucky. ABV of 43.3% or 86.6 proof, typically aged 7 to 8 years. You should be able to find this between $25 and $30 in Kentucky. Mash bill of 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. So Evan Williams Single Barrel was originally released in 1995. Used to be a nationwide release, but as of, I believe, 2022, they have pulled back all national releases, and this is going to be, moving forward, only available in the state of Kentucky. So if you want this, you're going to have to travel for it, or know somebody who lives in Kentucky that's willing to ship it to you on the down low. As you can see, though, we have two of the bottles of this. One's Bryce's, one's mine. We just like this stuff. Bryce actually has a second bottle of this with a different vintage. So these are both 2013 vintage. It's kind of what makes Evan Williams unique in that they are releasing their single barrels as a vintage. So you're always going to see a year on their labels. And so this was barreled in 2013, so this was laid to rest, if you will, in 2013 and bottled in 2021. These are both bottled in the same month, actually. This was bottled in March 1st of 21. This was March 29th of 21, so about 4 weeks difference. There is relatively no major taste difference between the two because we have compared it, so we're only going to drink one with you. It is a fairly consistent, in a way, single barrel release with Evan Williams, and it still tastes like a Heaven Hill whiskey. So it's going to still be pretty prominent with the corn notes, as well as just relatively sweet. It is a little lower proof as well at just 43.3 and 86.6. Why they chose those numbers, I have no idea, but let's dive in. Still very sweet, caramel, vanilla, a hint of nuttiness. Cinnamon. I'd say a little unique in, I'm pulling some almost leathery notes. Good stuff, it's just good. Honey, still vanilla and caramel, still nutty. There's all the corn that kind of sits through the finish. I'll give it a medium finish. It's not a strong finish, but it does stick to your tongue. I feel like the leather nose morphs more into like a tobacco-y flavor on the finish as well. Oak tannins as well, and the cinnamon comes back from the nose and the taste. Yeah, great, easy sipper. This is, if it's not still, it was certainly the cheapest single barrel on the market for years and years, and I believe it probably still is, because you can usually find this for less than $30, or at least when it was a nationwide release. I assume if you do go to Kentucky and find this, you're still getting it for under $30, which is a great value. I think the next cheapest single barrel that is regularly available would probably be Jim Beam's, which is usually sub 40, but you know, between 35 and 40, and I don't know, maybe Four Roses, but even then you're talking like $40, $45. So incredible value, and we keep talking about that with, you know, most of Heaven Hill's products, because They're a big distillery. They can put out a lot of product, and they can put it, you know, at a market value that is cheaper than almost all other distilleries. But yeah, great value. Definitely worth the pickup if you can find it. And it might still be available in your state. You know, there are probably still some bottles floating around depending on where you're at. So happy hunting for this one. Again, though, this has been Evan Williams, Bottled in Bond. No, sorry, Single Barrel. Cheers.